topic of my presentation and the keynote talk is overview of Digital India, especially the technology as a backbone for the ICT. I'll just briefly go over the why doesn't it go down? Yeah. Baveja. Yeah, sorry for that. As we all know, the Digital India is one of the key flagship programs of the Government of India, and it aims to transform the country into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. So let me give a brief scenario of the connectivity and the ICT parameters right now. On the fixed band subscription per 100 users, India is quite lowly ranked at about, the rank is 131 and we are only 1.2 in 100 users. Mobile broadband subscription, we are at a rank of 155 and that is about 5.5 per 100 users. Whereas the percentage of households is only 18 and the number of individuals using is also about 18 in 100. Broadband scenario, 94% of rural interconnectivity is through wireless. The Indo users are banking on wireless even in urban areas. The rural density, as was told earlier, 50% is the teledensity and the broadband coverage is just 2.7%. Majority of the users are nomadic or fixed. And with the huge data requirements, operators are not yet able to manage the voice and data traffic. Whereas the internet base has risen to about 400 million as against 300 in December 2014. It has taken 3 years to reach 300 million from 200 from 2012 to 14. Whereas e-commerce is growing at a rate of 20% and it is rising in this year also. It has reached $16 billion. Smartphones went up very rapidly from 2013 to 14, almost doubling from 44 to 80 million and now standing at 100 million. The manufacturing investment proposals the department has received is about 1,20,000 crores, involving 159 units in December as against only 17,000 crores in December 2014. So significant increase in the manufacturing of mobile handsets is there. E-governance services are rapidly rising, 58 crores transactions in 2015 as against 30 crores per month in 2014. Aadhaar enrollment already crossed 100 crores and the innovation, nearly 1,000 startups have happened in the last year. Where do we stand on the IT-ITS? We are actually growing at a rate of 20% and the revenue is $143 billion as against $108 billion in 14-15, that is a typographical error. Electronics production growing at 13%, $155 billion and direct employment of 3.52 million in 2014, which grew at 7% rate. Exports, as I said earlier also, 700,000 crores, which is $108 billion. Employment, we have already reached 3.7 million direct, 10 million indirect. And the share in global sourcing market size is 56%. We are the #1 global outsourcing destination. 670 delivery centers in 200 cities plus and 78 countries. We are the 3rd largest startup hub in ICT. The flagship program, Digital India, is IT plus IT, which our minister has coined. From IT plus IT is equal to IT, which is the Indian talent and IT put together will be the India tomorrow. Vision rests on 3 key areas: the infrastructure, governance, and the empowerment of citizens. It's an umbrella program which covers many departments and cuts across many ministries. It's coordinated by my Department of Electronics and IT and implemented by the entire government. So the 3 key areas, as I earlier said, infrastructure, services, and empowerment of citizens. The availability of high-speed internet is a core utility for delivery of services to citizens, very important fact. And the cradle to digital identity is one of the unique things where Aadhaar is playing the major role. Mobile phones and bank account enabling has happened, and easy access to common service centers is being planned. Shareable private space on a public cloud will be provided, safe and secure cyberspace. On the governance and services, we have a seamless integrated services, availability of services in real time from online and mobile platforms, all citizen entitlements, digitally transformed services, making financial transactions electronic and cashless is the aim, and leveraging the GIS for decision support systems. On empowerment, as we talked in the earlier sessions, universal digital literacy campaign, universal accessible digital resources, availability of digital resources and services in all Indian languages, and getting collaborative digital platforms for participative governance. Citizens not required to actually physically submit government documents and certificates. The 9 pillars of Digital India, where the first pillar is very important, which is the broadband highways. And here, the broadband for all is the aim, and rural 250,000 gram panchayats to be connected. The broadband in urban, Department of Telecom will take care, and the VNOs leverage for service delivery. On the national infrastructure, information infrastructure, this would integrate the networks of the country like the statewide area networks and the national knowledge networks and NOFN, along with the cloud-enabled national and state data centers. DeitY will be the nodal point. On the access to mobile connectivity, we focus on network penetration and fill the gaps in connectivity. 42,300 unconnected villages need to be covered. DoT is the nodal point. For the Public Internet Access Program, we have the CSCs and the post office. CSCs, as we know, 250,000 we are aiming at, and the post office has the multi-service operating centers. E-governance, in the e-governance sector, we are reforming the various programs, and form simplification is happening. Online application, online repository, and integration of services and platforms. Example, the UAID is integrated into the e-governance through technology. E-Kranti are the new mission modes, programs of the e-governance project of Government of India, and 10 new mission modes are being added. Information for all, 6th pillar, open data platform, government interaction through social media, and online SMS will happen. Then on the manufacturing, as we said, we are aiming at net zero imports by 2020, and various taxes and incentives are being provided. IT for jobs, training of 1 crore students from small towns and villages, and BPOs happening in the northeast. For the early harvest programs, about 10 odd programs have already taken place in the early harvest programs, and for example, the e-Basta and the various messaging phenomena has happened. Coming to the status, as I said, optical fiber for broadband connectivity has so far only reached 41,000 gram panchayats against the target of 250,000. The fiber laid is about 115,000 kilometers, and the rural density 50% as against 81% total, with 150 in the urban and 102 crores mobiles. 2 lakhs CSCs have been set up, and another 50,000 are in the pipeline. 22,000 post office with the central CBS, and 25,000 migrating towards the computerized systems. ATM services installed in 942 post office. Data digitization and Aadhaar seeding happened in various departments. Number of user departments for e-office has increased to 129. The e-Kranti, which I said, they communicated to all central ministries. The social platform, MyGov, is implemented for citizen engagement in governance. It has 1.88 million registered users, 43 different groups, discussions, 500 themes, 174 blogs, and 400 tasks. Open government statistics is shown in the slide, IT platform for messages, e-Sampak database developed, and 86 lakh emails sent across with 12 crore mobile numbers available in the database. Biometric attendance in 1,79,000 people registered, 20 state and government employees registered. SMS alert systems is being leveraged. The Jeevan Praman, where approximately 13.5 lakh pensioners registered and more than 9.15 lakh certificates successfully processed. E-hospital appointments are getting through the internet, and 35 hospitals have already entered in the e-hospital. Digital locker systems, 11 lakh accounts opened and 18 lakh documents uploaded. The digitized innovation citizen-driven mechanism for digitization of 2.6 lakhs. This is what is happening on the digitization. Scholarship portals have been launched in various ministries, and 21 scholarship schemes from 9 ministries registered already. The Center for Geoinformatics established for the decision support system. E-payment framework policy is already there, and the portal payonline.gov will make the physical payments online. As earlier, this data is there, net zero imports, and I am asked to wrap it up as the time is getting done. So let me just jump over many. These are all the achievements that have taken place and the new policy measures taken by the Department of Electronics and IT and the Ministry of Communication. BPO scheme already for the Northeast, 500 crores. India Post Payment Bank happening. Promotion of electronics I have already explained. By net 2020, we want zero imports. So following schemes have been announced by the department, and various measures have taken place. Electronic Development Fund for going for the VCs, and 4 daughter funds given the money. PMA, we all know we are giving incentives for the preference to domestic manufacturers. E-governance is rising rapidly from 227 crore to now 611 crores transactions have occurred. Wi-Fi deployments across the country in various universities and hotspots and tourist spots all being planned and in place also. R&D being given a big push on big data, then on the ICT learning, on the WLAN applications, on the LT Wi-Fi solutions, all these research happening in the various government institutes and academia, and some with industry cooperation as well. Smart campus, because of the smart city program coming in, ICT is the backbone for it, along with the IoT, smart cities, and the research going in the next generation for the Indian market. 5G is the happening thing, so a lot of money is being also spent on the projects for 5G. And software-defined network for efficient and having the routers in the cloud-based, IoT, big data, and wearable smart devices are being taken up. Mainly the connectivity issues for you people, you should understand. We are deploying the OFC, we are going for the VSAT solutions. Balloon technology may be experimented on. Wi-Fi and TV white space and Wi-Fi and the WiMAX kind of technology is going to be utilized for middle mile and the connectivity to the villages. So the BharatNet will come in place, but it takes time. BharatNet will take its own time, but temporary measures for getting the connectivity in my previous slide were shown to you. One of them, the solution would be the white space. We'll try to exploit this. Research has happened, and 5 or 6 institutions are already working on this, and it is showing some merit on the connectivity part. VSAT, we all know they are in the unreachable terrain. VSAT can be deployed. And finally, before I even thank, let me say that India has tremendous potential in the digital technologies, and we have made a start in the Digital India, the interplay of government initiatives, and the rollout of the telcos and the telecom services going ahead in the 4G and 5G domain. This will create a platform for exponential growth. And Digital India program, which is transforming the country, is now empowering the society with the knowledge economy, and it is becoming a reality. Thank you, everybody.